power shy wait, come to take the throne. To conquer world powers, bring Jacob home. I'm quarterbacking like Jake DeLone, like Mount Rushmore. I got a face of stone.
Hey brother, you have some time to speak about the Bible? Brother, you want to step up real quick? Take time?
That's right.
Yeah, but do you know your nationality? You know your nationality? You're black, brother? You the color of your sweater? You're an African and American? Yeah. Is that what the Most High God called you? Is that what the Most High God called you? Would you find African American in the Bible? You don't even read the Bible? You don't deal with the Bible? What if I told you, you would say that your ancestors, they're a product of slavery, right? Like your ancestors came over on a slave ship and they're a product of slavery. What if I told you that's in the Bible? What if I could show you that in the Bible right now? One word, I got it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
This is Moses talking to the children of Israel, and he's telling them that the Lord is going to bring them back into Egypt again. Now we got to get a context of what Egypt means in the Bible. During the Exodus, the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they were in bondage in Egypt. We built the pyramids in Egypt. We were slaves in Egypt, and the Bible will tell you that.
This is Exodus 20 and 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So we know contextually in the scriptures when it talks about Egypt, it will also mention, it likens it to the house of bondage. So let's read this again with that knowledge in mind.
Come on, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into bondage again.
With ships.
With ships. Now when the Israelites, when they walked out of Egypt the first time, they walked out of it. They didn't need a ship to walk in or to go in, to go out. This is telling us there's going to bring the children of Israel into Egypt again on ships. Now without the Bible, what nation of people can we see that have gone into slavery on ships? What's up? You don't know? You don't know no nation of people? On ships, bro.
All right, somebody, give me that right there. Yeah, right there, boom, right there. Okay, so, boom. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 28:68 one more time. See what's happening right there? Boom, right there. What's happening? It's an auction block, right? What do you do at an auction? You sell shit, right? Yeah, and they were selling slaves. They were selling our ancestors, right? They treated us like shit. Like you just said, right? They were selling shit, right? That's what they look at us as, right? The Constitution say what? Black man is 3/5 of a human being, right? So the Constitution wasn't made for us, right? It only pertains to those, you know what I'm saying, the so-called white people. You know what I'm saying, right? Give me that bit. Right. So what the brother was trying to tell you was, you can Deuteronomy 28:68 again. Let's read this again. Because you said you don't read the Bible, right? But you do believe in history, though, right? You know how your ancestors came over here in 1619 on ships, right? Now, the brother just showed you when we was in ancient Egypt, right? We can walk from Israel into Egypt because they both in so-called Africa, right? But this said we was going to have to take a ship to get to this new Egypt. Somebody give me Revelations 11 and 8. Baba Kushah. Now, read that again.
Okay, this is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So we wouldn't go see our homeland again, right? Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Just like I just showed you on the thing, right? They were selling us for bondmen and bondwomen. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
You familiar with the Black Panther Civil Rights Movement, Martin Luther King, right? Malcolm X and all that, right? Now, what they did, right? I'm not saying that it was all bad, but did it ever really save us out of anything? No, right? Because it said no man's going to save you out of this. The only one Savior that's really going to save us is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And he's coming back. And it's a so-called black man just like me and you, brother. Give me Revelations 11 and 8.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street.
Whose dead body is lying in the streets of America? Ours, right? Go ahead.
In the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Now you said you don't really read the Bible like that, so let me give you a rundown on what Sodom and Egypt represents. Egypt, the brother showed you, it represents bondage, right? Would you say we've been in bondage for over 400 years over here, right? We gotta go to other people to get what we want, right? Your PlayStation, who makes that? The goddamn Chinaman, right? I'm saying there's nothing we can depend on ourselves for, right? That we can just go to ourselves and say, hey, brother, even if you got a black-owned business, right? Even if you got a black-owned business, right? Where does it go to? Oh, I didn't know what you was giving me. Okay, hold on, 1 second. So look, right? If I want a T-shirt, right? We pick that cotton, right? But can I go to another black man and it's gonna put money in his pockets? No, right? Because even if you got a black-owned business, where you got to get those T-shirts from? You got to get them from so-called white people, so-called chicks. You know what I'm saying? The people that set up in our neighborhoods, right? But we don't see nothing from that, right? Now look at the back of this dollar bill, right? What's on the back of this dollar bill? The pyramid, right? It's synonymous with Egypt, synonymous with bondage. The bondage that we're going through right now in America, right? Sodom, right? Sodom is a place that was destroyed for lawlessness. But the main thing they was doing was they was committing homosexuality, right? Homosexuality runs rampant in America right now, right? Because Obama did what? He made it legal for a man to marry a man and a woman to marry a woman, right? So when it says it's spiritually Sodom in Egypt, it's talking about the spirit of this place. When you play a video game nowadays, right? Or when you watch a show, you can't watch a show without, you watch The Shy? You ever heard of that? The Shy? Now all of a sudden they introducing the gay character, right? They always got to do that. They're trying to force feed, you know what I'm saying, this, what they call it, binaryism or something like that, gender bending, whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying, where a kid can feel like he's a girl, so then he can just identify as a girl or vice versa, right? And gender fluid, right? Right, the Wayne Wade son, right? You see him, right? He's out his damn mind, and his father's helping him do it, right? With that damn devil Gabrielle Union, you know, cheering him on, right? So these are curses and things that only fits blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. That's how we know who the people of this book. That's why without me even reading the Bible, I can connect with you, right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be unto thee for a sign and for a wonder.
For a sign and for a wonder. How do we know this is Walgreens? It's a sign that said Walgreens, right? So these curses that was put on blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, they only fit us. They only pertain to us. So if somebody else say that they're the people of this Bible, they need to be going through the same thing you're going through. They need to be able to identify with your plight, right? Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Would you not say that black people hate each other? Latins kill each other, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Through gang banging, certain mechanisms like that, right? Well, that's a curse in the Bible. We just showed you, right? Because at one point, you could be walking down the street, you know, in the civil rights movement, and it was black power, brother. I love you, brother. I give you, you know what I'm saying, the clothes off my back. It's not like that no more. Now, man, this nigga got on Nike, man. It look better on me. I give that up. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I look at you with hate. You know what I'm saying? Not saying me personally, you know what I'm saying, because I'm in the knowledge. But what I'm saying is when I was in the world, I used to rob niggas that look like me, sell drugs to them and all that. I hated myself and I hated my people, right? But that's a curse that the Lord said will come upon us for us not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Go ahead, give me your precept.
Hey, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations.
A proverb and a byword is a nickname. Like when you walked up, first thing you said was, I'm black. Then you said, I'm African American, right? But that's really not, it's really not a real actual nationality, right? Can you go back to the land of African American? No. Can we go back to the land of black? No. But if I ask a Chinaman when he walk up here, you say, yeah, nigga, I go back to China. I go back to Korea. I go back to Japan, right? You know what I'm saying? But we can't do that. Why can't we do that? Our heritage has been beaten out of us, right? Somebody give me that in Jeremiah. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:15. You got that?
I got Jeremiah.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we wouldn't listen to the Most High, right? He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, basically instructions, right? To love your brother, how to treat us amongst each other, right? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
So all these curses came upon us, right? Go ahead.
And overtake thee.
And they have overtaken us, right? Till this day, we can still see it, you know what I'm saying, plain as day, right? Abortion rate is high. We at the top of that, right? Who fills up the jail cells, right? blacks and Latins, right? You know what I'm saying? That's in the Bible. Somebody give me that in Isaiah, right? Give me that in Isaiah there, hidden in prison houses. Go ahead, give me that.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage.
We discontinue from our heritage. That's why we around calling ourselves Latins, Hispanics, Black. You know what I'm saying? I'm brown. You know what I'm saying? Just like you, but I'm running around calling myself colors in the damn crayon box, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what sense does that make, right? Who got that in Isaiah? Give me that in Isaiah. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. But this people is robbed and spoiled, and they are all of them snared in holes. They are hid in prison houses.
Hid in prison houses, right? Go ahead.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore.
When things happen to so-called black people, right, they tell you to get over slavery, right? But you got to remember 9/11. You got to remember the Alamo. You got to remember everything that don't got nothing to do with your people. We got to remember the damn Holocaust, right? They make you write papers on it, right? What about the real Holocaust? What about what happened to blacks and Latins over here in this land, man? We've been hung, we've been lynched, right? Raped, robbed, and murdered. You know what I'm saying? And it's still going on till this day, right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
You ever saw the movie Roots? Goodbye Uncle Tom, any slave movie. 12 Years a Slave. Okay. Boom, right? So that one was more like a little bit more modernized, but you can still get what I'm about to say. So what used to happen on the plantation, right? They used to take us to plantations, and what they would do is the highest bidder would come and say it's you and your mom, right? And he says, well, I don't want the mom, I just want you. He's all the way on another plantation. They had something called the European competition. They tried to see, it was crackers trying to see how many slaves that one could get, right? They was boarding slaves, right? They was fighting over slaves, right? So they jockeyed for position in these auctions, right? To get us. So what they would do is, if I say I want you, if I'm a so-called white man and I say I want you, but I don't want your mom, guess what? I'm going to pay for you, and then I'm going to snatch, they're going to snatch you from your mom, they're going to separate the family, right? So she's not going to be able to enjoy you because now you're on a whole nother plantation. I could be in Virginia somewhere and then they send you somewhere to damn Boston, right? On a whole nother plantation. So read that again.
Deuteronomy 28:41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
So can you enjoy your kid if he's gone into slavery? If he gets snatched from you, right? We ain't got no way to enjoy him. Go ahead.
Okay, for they shall go into captivity. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Who is we given to? Who? It says thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. Who was we given to? Who wasn't given to nobody? Who was we given to? The so-called white man, right? But not only just the white man, right? You got the sub-Saharan slave trade, the Arabs had us in slavery. All these nations have had us in slavery, right? So what would you say that you think, how do you think God feels about that? He feel fucked up, right? Because you the apple of his eye. He said whoever touches the apple of his eye, they got to get that get back, right? We need get back, right? Because nothing has happened to these other nations yet. Now what if I told you in the Bible that God said, thus saith the Lord, that you don't have slaves, brother, in the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, right? Heaven just means dominion. It don't mean you die when you go up to the sky someday and where to see Big Mama, right? It's talking about you having dominion, you being back on top, right? Because, you know, you walk around and you see people say, they talk about the Moorish civilization, they talk about how black people ruled Spain, right? You know what I'm saying? So we want to be back in rulership. Give me that. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 17 and verse 21. Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you.
The kingdom of God is within you, so-called blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, right? Go ahead, give me a picture.
Okay, I got Isaiah 14. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
So he was going to have mercy on Jacob, right? Jacob was named Israel, right? That's our forefather. So we go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land.
He's going to set us back home in our own land, right? Where they snatched us from, he's going to set us back over there, right? Go ahead.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
So the strangers are the people that took us, right? They're going to be joined unto us. Let's see how they're going to be joined unto us. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Take them and bring them to their place. What's their place, brother? What is the white man's place? Is it above you or under you? The white man's place is above you? I mean, okay. Let me repeat it, right?
Read it again. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
So we're going to take them and bring them to their place. Where is their rightful place? Is it above you or under you? Their rightful place. They're above us now, right? But in the kingdom of heaven, what's going to happen? It's going to be a reversal, right? It's going to be we're going to be above them, right? Okay, go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
We shall possess them. When you say we got possessed, we didn't get possessed. If I come and buy you, right, okay, they look at us as property, right? So yeah, so we're going to have them as possessions. That's what the Holy Bible, right? Go ahead.
In the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Servants and handmaids. Listen, you're gonna have slaves in the kingdom, brother. You're gonna have slaves in the kingdom of heaven. You like them Nikes, right? You're gonna have your personal chick making you Nikes in the kingdom of heaven, man. Making you Nikes, Jordans, all that, man. But you gotta keep the commandments, man, right? Because what got us in this position is us not listening to the Most High, right? So what we gotta do, we gotta switch it up, right? Give me that what the Lord requires of you. Give me that. You'll come. Let me just leave you with this because I know you're probably on your way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep you here. You know what I'm saying? but our information is on that flyer. That's my personal number. So hit me up if you got any questions. Let me leave you with this. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
So that's how we show that we fear God, right? We gotta walk in all his ways. We can't go hug him, right? We can't say, hey God, man, I love you, man. Come give me a hug, man. Right? We gotta show him through actions, right? Go ahead.
And to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
So basically, the commandments was given to us for our good. Is it a bad thing for me to not want to rob my brother? Is it a bad thing for me to not want to rob you? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But the Bible tells Israelites not to rob other Israelites, right? Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. All those commandments was given unto us. That's how we're supposed to treat each other, right? It's not for the other nations. He can give a damn about the other nations. Most High only cares about you. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Let me ask you a question right quick. Do you think God is racist? The racist. Yeah, racist. Do you think he prefers one people over another people? Yeah? Okay, let's prove it with the Bible. Go ahead.
For thou art a holy people, this Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Above all people, right? Go ahead.
That are upon the face of the earth.
So this right here says the children of Israel, according to God, is better than everybody else,
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to what, who got the most talent in us? Us, right? You know what I'm saying? You see us, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, LeBron, right? You know what I'm saying? Even on the Latin side, right? They always kicking the hell out of a damn soccer ball whooping somebody's ass, right? You know what I'm saying? We dominating all those things because we got the salt, we got the flavor. Everybody looks after us. Who created breakdancing? The Puerto Ricans, right? Now you see the damn Asians doing it, right? Where's the birth of hip hop? In the Bronx, right? So-called black people started it, right? You know what I'm saying? And now everybody's running around with following us, right? Even right now, you got even amongst our own people, you got Haitians, right, in Haiti. What type of music are they making? They're making drill music. Where the hell they get that from? They got that from the so-called Judite, you know what I'm saying? The so-called African-American male right here in Chicago, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that you're a God, you're a king on the earth, brother. You're not black, you're not an African-American. According to the Bible, you're a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You take that, you get that information, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up anytime. Come on. Yeah, all that information is on there, right? All right, no problem, brother. No problem. What's up, bro?
Like I say, what y'all do is y'all try to make mythology actual history. And
If I call something a myth, does that mean it's fake?
Say that again?
If I call something a myth, does that mean it's fake? Okay, so what's wrong with mythology? Okay. Yeah, I know you got a uncle. Don't worry about that. So, right?
Actually, myth is higher than history.
Huh?
Myth is higher than history.
Myth is higher than history.
Like Jesus Christ, in my opinion, is a myth.
Okay, so
It doesn't, but you can't make him an actual historical person.
so he's not a historical person from your worldview. Right. So 70. So wait a minute. So 70 A.D. that never happened. 70 A.D. Jerusalem being downtrodden by the Romans. That never happened.
Yeah, the Romans were very oppressive.
Okay. So what you're basically saying is you're not saying that you have a problem with the history that's in the Bible. You just have a problem with the characters of the Bible.
Like the story of Noah, the boat chilling with animals, lions, tigers, and bears. That's obviously a mythical story.
What makes it mythical to the point where it can't be true?
Because, so you mean to tell me that you can chill on a boat with lions, tigers,
Brother, they said who made an ark. And on top of that, hold on, wait a minute. Let me ask you something. When you start off, right? You start off what? As a baby, right? Animals do the same damn thing, right? They start off as infants, right? And then they grow, right? They grow, right? So who said that, you know what I'm saying, it gotta be, you know what I'm saying, doing, right, a full grown damn animal on the damn ark. I'm just saying, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with you. Is anything that I'm saying wrong?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious. I'm being very serious. We believe in this book in the volume of the book, brother. That's what we do.
That's fine, but but what I'm saying is the problem is that, okay.
The problem according to you. Yeah, according to you.
We as a people are old, we're old people. We're BC people. Europeans are like 80.
I'm with you.
Okay.
You talking about the so-called white men, right? Because we know they're not the original European. They ran the original Europeans up out of there. Those are Japhetic people.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that like, you know what I'm saying? There's a disagreement. You just gotta get an understanding of what the real is, so we can come together as a people and do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So I think the problem is, how I see it, is that we've been taught to take things literally. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? These things are more myths.
Oh, you just listen.
Okay. So the transatlantic slave trade, was that a myth? That happened, right? That happened, right? So us leading abortion, is that a myth? Us leading in abortions, is that a myth? No, right? So all I'm saying is this, right? Even with something like the brother that was just up here, he don't even read the Bible, right? I was able to go into certain things in history that fits us, right? That he don't even believe in the Bible. So therefore, the Bible is a history book. The only reason why we believe in this Bible is because it's something called prophecies, right? If the prophecies didn't match up, hell, I probably wouldn't even deal with the Bible myself, right? That's what sold me, brother.
Let me ask you this. Nostradamus made prophecies.
Okay, but do they line up with the Bible?
But he made prophecies.
Okay, that's fine. Anybody can make a damn prophecy, right?
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, like, in my opinion,
But what validates the prophecy, though?
well, you would say if it comes to pass.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what else do we have to go off of? Okay.
I hear you, but like, you know
Can I say something, guy?
Oh, no. You hold on. Go ahead.
The way that I'm looking at it is that, you know what I'm saying, our history was wiped out.
Right, I agree.
And there's a common thing amongst all oppressed people that their history gets taken from them. The screaming, I'm not.
And that's what we're trying to get back to, right?
That's what we're trying to get back to. But at the same, I don't like to say but it's like we have to get an understanding. Like you can't I don't think you can just separate yourself based on a religion.
Well, see, well, this is the thing. Well, let me tell you this, right? Because people bring up the word religion, right? We don't subscribe to religion, right? This is the thing, right? The same thing as a man coming up, a Chinaman saying he's from China. You know what I'm saying? That's his nationality, right? What we're trying to give our people back is their nationality that was stripped from them, right? So everything that happened to the so-called black man, we can find it right here in this Bible. That's how we identify with it. You know what I'm saying? So what we're saying is, this is our nationality, this is our heritage. Nowhere in the Bible does it say, I gave you religion.
I hear what you're saying, but I look at the Bible like a carbon copy of a carbon copy.
Okay, so what's the original book?
Just like cocaine, you know what I'm saying?
You saying that it's stepped on?
It's stepped on.
You saying that, okay, so you got to prove that.
I can prove
Okay, what's the proof?
Does the Bible predate human agriculture?
We became a nation in Egypt, so how in the hell can that be? How can that?
That's a myth. That's an
How is that a myth? So Egypt is a myth.
No, what I'm saying is, so-called Egypt don't get the world estimate.
We're the youngest nation. I agree with you. We became a nation in Egypt. And we left, right? Okay, I'm with you right there.
But I don't take it literally. I just take it as mythology.
So wait a minute. So Egypt is real,
Right.
but the slaves of Egypt are not real.
Right. There's no proof.
Okay, so wait a minute. You believe in Egypt, right? You believe in what's written on the walls, right? Are there not slaves on those walls? Who are those people? Are they enslaving other Egyptians?
Bring it out. That's like European worldview.
European. So hold on, wait. So you can break down the walls, brother? You can't? Okay. So this is what I'm gonna say, right? Until somebody can translate those laws, brother, you know what I'm saying? We can't sit up and say, oh, well, this ain't this and this ain't that.
But there's really people who can, and I'm just
Hey, Egyptology as we know it today, that's coming from the crack.
I don't do Egyptology.
Right. Do you know like a real Egyptian? Any real Egyptian? Yeah, personally. They speak metal method and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you do?
Yeah, I know of, I don't know personally.
Oh, okay, you don't know him personally, okay.
But at the same time, I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah,
it's a process.
So I also get there.
Show the wall, show wall.
I just think that from what I studied, how what's that dude? Napoleon or Alexander?
Yeah, Napoleon, exactly. Yeah, Alexander, yeah, right.
Like, when you look at like
he's not a myth, is he? He happened, right? Alexander the Greek, right? That's in the Bible.
When you look at what they did was it just kind of eliminated the black man's way of doing things.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They took it from you, beat it out of you, and then they gave you their way of doing things.
Right, and it was much more spiritual.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm with you.
is not spiritual at all.
No, he's not. He's carnal as hell.
Right. And the Arab is not spiritual.
No, he's not. He's a wild man.
Right.
The Bible says that.
Right. So they use these things for political purposes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We use it for the spiritual.
Right, exactly.
Because I believe we are created it anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You know, it'll be cool if we get on one page.
Yeah, but one day it's gonna happen though. One day it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, exactly. I believe that too. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we agree at. Right? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? No problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, no problem, brother. Well, what's your name? Mark. All right, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Stay up, though.